Take it away, Alice.
Welcome to the Kicking the Peanut Show, where we talk about everything and everything. Actually, we just talk about anything we want.
That was a laugh track.
Yes,
Sorry,
it was.
go ahead.
Yes, there is a laugh track with ours, so every once in a while you're gonna hear somebody laugh.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyways, welcome to the Kicking the Peanut Show today. We're going to be talking about a few things, but we just basically kick the peanut. We talk about random things that have been going on recently, and today we have a special guest on named Noah, and he's a fairly awesome guy.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm also joined by my lovely Xander here. Hi, Xander.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about why the Department of Transportation seems to be having some fumbles recently, but also I would like to go into some more, crazier well, not crazier things, but, interesting things. I want to talk about some UFOs and some, things like that, and Noah is a very knowledgeable guy about that, so I figured we'd pick his brain, his peanut brain.
Yep. Well,
So
before we
welcome,
continue,
Vicky.
I just want to say that Noah is the lead researcher for the OMNI Coalition, ufology, paranormal, detective wing. I guess if we have
I
one.
don't think I'm much of a researcher, though. I mean, it doesn't feel like research. It just feels like I'm finding things that are interesting.
Well, that's what research is,
Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
well, it's research and also, to gain knowledge. And also, a lot of people who do researching on certain things, that's usually a hobby of theirs. So, yes.
yes, in doodly dee.
So, which one first? Because I got 3 or 4 things that are really interesting that both of us posted.
Well,
Yeah, let's start with Noah today.
while he's here, let's pick up where we tried to start off yesterday. We were going to try to do our ufology show, but Noah got preoccupied with other things, and life happens.
I had, things I needed to do around town with my sister.
Yeah.
I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then other things.
Everything went
So
well.
we have you for today. So that's cool.
Yeah,
So
so
what's
how
up?
about them doctor appointments?
Yeah. Well, I think we should
Well,
stick
but
to
there's
our.
a few things that you posted something before I posted those 3 other things.
Yeah. By the way, I got rid of the ufology channel in the media, not the media, in the shows category, because we already have a ufology paranormal channel in the news category, so we'll just use that.
Yeah, you had 2 of them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I saw that last night. But let's stick to the.
I didn't realize it either.
I know I'm kind of co-hosting with Alice right now, but I think that we should stick to the original format and ask Noah first and foremost. How was your past couple of weeks? Anything interesting that happened to you personally? Anything that you find interesting in the news or whatever?
The past 2 to 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I've been locked out of my computer because reasons for a while. So I am using my phone's microphone right now, and my phone.
Okay.
It's just
I'm on
plugged
my
in.
phone
I just
anyway, so.
plug just comes out sometimes. But I'm here for an hour, or maybe not an hour. If I have to leave early, you'll just hear me.
That's fine.
Connect. But
Okay.
so
Whoa.
can I start us off with the thing about the Canadian minister?
Yes.
The Prime Minister?
Are you talking about Fidel Jr.?
From the Hannibal TV channel on YouTube, Canadian Minister of Defense on Galactic Federation of Aliens. So what he's talking about here is he's saying there is a galactic.
I'm sorry about the audience. They can get a little bit rowdy.
They're applauding me. They're applauding me. Okay.
Yeah.
You're
You're doing a good job.
They like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just gotta wait for them to stop applauding you for so often.
Yep. As you were saying, Noah.
Yeah. So this is the Canadian Minister of Defense on the idea of a galactic federation of extraterrestrials or aliens, and I don't actually know what to make of that, but Galactic Federation. It reminds me of that Ashtar Sharan thing, like Gaia.
Yeah. Well, if I may read out of the description of the video that you posted, which, by the way, the link to it is in the underbar description, if anybody would like to look at this for themselves. It's a 4-minute, 10-second long video titled Canadian Minister of Defense on Galactic Federation of Aliens.
Yeah.
Former Canadian Minister of National Defence who served from 1963 through 67 and longtime member of Canadian Parliament, the Honourable Paul Hellyer discussed the alleged Galactic Federation of aliens that was also discussed publicly recently by former head of Israel's military space program, Haim Eshed, who is also an award-winning professor and retired Israeli general, former head of Britain's Ministry of Defence UFO desk on Haim Eshed claims.
Damn.
And
so that to me is really interesting because he seems to have connections up the chain.
Hamburger.
So, yes.
If any of that is true, it's very, very important and
well,
interesting.
I've heard of talk about the Federation and a lot of stuff for a while,
right?
And yeah, through the grapevine, so to speak. So
but it's a slow feed of dripping into the world.
Yeah.
Well, think also right now we have Donald Trump introduced the Air Force, the Space Force.
Yeah, back in 2017, 2018.
I think we were wondering what do people do at the Space Force? There was a whole show about it on Netflix. What could they possibly be doing?
Well, I mean, with known things, there's a lot of stuff that can be done, and with unknown things I forgot what it's called, but it's like the X-17 or something. It looks like a small version of the space shuttle, but it's an unmanned shuttle that can go up and be in orbit for 1,000 days and then come back. It's done a lot of black ops missions. There's all this theory behind
it's a spy satellite essentially.
What?
But isn't it a spy satellite essentially?
No, it's a shuttle. It carries payloads up. Hold on a second.
To and from
shuttle.
So when I was looking at the things that I posted and the things that you posted a meme of a pyramid. And it's but there's also something you posted down below everything else in that channel. I have not watched it yet.
The Return of the Anunnaki.
Yeah, if anyone knows what Anunnaki or doesn't know even, they are the. You ever seen that black satellite? No,
the
Black Knight satellite.
The Black Knight.
There was a video about it from Pepsi one year.
Pepsi? That's weird.
Pepsi produced a short film about the Anunnaki, and it was a marketing stunt apparently, or maybe it wasn't. But the video was.
But let's get back to. Let's get back to the Space Force and such. This is what I was talking about. The X-37B, if you look in my stream here, I have pictures of it. It looks like a small space shuttle, and I believe it has the power. I don't think we strap it to a rocket and send it up. I think it has the power to take off from the runway like an aircraft and then go up into space.
Probably does.
So
I also saw it on YouTube.
I'm not gonna lie, but
I can't hear you when you're both talking. One at a time, please.
Oh, go ahead, Noah.
Oh, there was a YouTube short or maybe a TikTok video. There was someone filming this freight truck carrying a UFO. It looked like down the freeway.
Oh yeah.
I saw it again. Another one like that yesterday.
Yeah, wasn't that after they shot down the balloons? Over Canada,
they're now trying. Now they are saying that the balloons are not UFOs and that the UFOs are
hamburger.
I don't know what to believe anymore. But see,
it's what the internet did, honestly.
Yeah, but this is I'm showing you. It's not that good, but it's a diagram. Let's see if I can get a bigger version of this. No, I guess I can't. So hold on.
What I was gonna say though about the shuttle, from one of the pictures, it kind of reminds me of the shuttle in Spaceballs. From
oh my god, the guy that the Dark
Lord.
Yeah,
the Winnebago space shuttle.
Here we go.
I remember from that movie is Ludicrous Speed.
Ludicrous Speed.
That's what they called it.
All right, here it is. This is a better one here. It shows you the inside. So there's a little bay inside for it to carry a payload, and then here's the computer stuff. Here's the fuel, the engine, and all that stuff. So it's a small unmanned vehicle, and if you see the size difference, here's a normal space shuttle system, and then this little red thing here. This is the robotic space plane, and you can see here compared to the size of a human. So
this is highly irregular.
Yep. But they believe that this was
Why is it so funny, guys? Come on, why is it so funny?
I don't know. I said the audience are psychotic.
I know,
they have to be on
laugh
drugs. But no, like they believe there's theories, and I'm a subscriber to one of these. That it's a delivery platform to deliver the tungsten rods up to the kinetic bombardment thing, but like. There's a lot of stuff, and this is nothing, either of you, don't already know, but there's a lot of stuff that we have no idea what's going on. And so the fact that they've officially announced a Space Force, for public knowledge, they've already been doing things, for well over a decade, maybe two by now, there's a whole, Star Wars, a space race, back in the 50s, we've been involved in space for what, 70, 80 years now?
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah. Well, and also that like whatever technology is out and available to the public now, you should know that our government and military are probably like 15, 20 years ahead of it.
Oh yeah, I've said it before. Like what we have,
30, easily 30.
Yeah, what the public has access to and knowledge of is literally the trash of the military-industrial complex. It is so below them that they have no fear about sharing it to us, because
the whole aliens invading thing could just be the military taking over the world or something.
Operation Blue Beam or Blue Book. Sorry, not Beam, Blue Book.
Blue Beam is a little different. I actually know a little bit about that.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway.
For those who aren't aware, what's a quick rundown of Operation Blue Beam? Just
I can find it really fast. I know where to look. Actually, Blue Beam is the introduction of a one world order and new world order and one world government, but they're doing it through like a fake alien invasion to inspire Catholics and people for the rapture and shit like that. Let me just take a look on the Blue Beam Rational Wiki page. It actually describes it a little more clearly.
I thought Operation Blue Beam was a government-orchestrated false flag attack to get the masses of either in a nation or the entire world, since all the governments work together.
There's a Wikipedia page that covers it pretty well. Not Wikipedia, rationalwiki.org page. It talks about it. It says, this is what it says. Here's what it says anyway. Project Blue Beam is a conspiracy theory which claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist in its head and start a new world order via a technologically simulated second coming of Christ.
Hold on a second, Noah. Let the audience get it out of their system.
Yeah, they want to get that conspiracy theory apparently.
Okay. Reread that, please.
The whole thing? Okay. Project Blue Beam is a conspiracy theory which claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a new world order via technologically simulated second coming. The allegations were presented in 1994 Quebec journalist and conspiracy theorist Sergei Monast, and later published in his book Project Blue Beam (NASA), so it's also NASA.
And NASA, of course, stands for Never a Straight Answer.
Yep.
Noah, if you'd be so kind as to post the link either in Michaelis or DM it to me so I can add it to the underbar.
I'm gonna press share button and copy it. Hang on.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, because these are interesting things. Also, earlier in the week, we were talking about
putting it in Michaelis.
The Haslund lights out in Norway. We're briefly talked about watching videos about that earlier in the week too, Xander.
Yeah, so I posted the Blue Beam Rational Wiki page. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, Wikipedia is probably the work of the government or the CIA. Or
definitely.
Like
it is a leftist organization, no doubt.
Well, it's probably the CIA, honestly.
Well, hold on, I'm getting a sneeze attack. I think I'm good. No, I'm good. Actually, it might not be good. Hold on.
They say if you sneeze in Japan,
I wasn't good.
They say it means someone's talking about you.
No, anyway, what was I gonna say?
Blue Beam?
Yeah, no, I'm completely at a loss for what I was about to say. Well, Noah, continue. I'm gonna probably sneeze again.
Go ahead, sneeze. Take a minute.
Oh, I just did.
When you sneeze, you sneeze.
Yeah.
I'll talk
You
about
know, I think it's the aliens controlling my brain.
Oh, you got one of those proby poopa jukes.
Yep.
What? Okay.
But yeah, no, like you wanted us to as well talk about this meme I posted.
Yeah.
And let me bigger this so I can read it better. It says here, you obviously have up here. Actually, hold on a second. Let's see if I can find a bigger version. No, you know what? I'll just squint my eyes here. It shows here there's Mexico, Egypt, and Indonesia. They all have step pyramids, you know, and they're very different places around the world, and we've found pyramids all over the place. There's even that one in Antarctica. I did not know about this. I'm about to read this whole thing here, but Alice already knew, and I think Noah knew about this as well. But it says, older than the Aztecs and completely smooth and 3 times bigger than the Egyptian Cheops, and no one knows how it got there. I'm sorry, but why is this the first time I've heard of this crystal pyramids? Okay.
I don't know. I didn't even know about there being a crystal pyramid anywhere.
Yeah.
What? You didn't either, Noah? I've known about somebody from. I was made aware of it back in like 2012.
You
should
should
post
post
it.
themes. Honestly.
Yeah, well, no, this is somebody. It was a friend of mine. He's from like somewhere in Great Britain, and he first made me aware of it and gave me a link to it through like
bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
And yeah, that is the same exact picture I've seen. But apparently, this is down at the bottom of the ocean. It's like a crystal pyramid.
Yeah, this
And
is out in Bermuda, right?
Well, his theory was that the pyramid was a way of a transportation from possibly Mars to Earth back when Mars was like still habited.
Okay,
Like,
so this is just an Atlantis then.
This is a theory my friend had, and I was like, interesting idea.
Well, before we get into theories, let me finish reading this, because, like, you're talking about pyramid theories, you know, we can talk about the whole Tesla thing and all that stuff, but anyway, so here's your debriefing of the Crystal Pyramid, because this is crazy. In 2012, French and U.S. scientists studying the Bermuda Triangle stumbled upon this huge translucent pyramid. This thing measured 300 meters wide and 200 meters tall. That's bigger than the pyramids of Giza, so you can imagine how crazy this was to the scientists.
It's a big pyramid.
Now, this is all 2,000 meters underwater. The scientists then discovered 2 holes at the top of the pyramid that move water through an extremely fast rate. This causes massive surge waves and and mist on the surface. This might be the reason for the incidents with boats and planes crashing there. They're saying that the pyramid could be from the time before the Bible says Noah's Ark happened, or aliens. But whatever it is, the Bermuda Triangle just got like a billion times creepier. So, like, yeah, this was found in the... It might be the cause of the Bermuda Triangle stuff, you know? And then with that said, now I kind of want to see if anybody's willing to do an expedition into the Dragon's Triangle, because that's the opposite side.
Dragon's Triangle? Are you talking about the Bermuda?
No. No, there's an opposite Dragon's Triangle on the other side of the world, out in the Asia-Pacific Ocean.
I had no idea that existed.
Yeah.
You know, what would be crazy if, like, both these pyramids are, like, perfectly opposite of each side of the globe from each other? And maybe that might have possibly been, like, the original points of where our magnetic North Pole and South Pole were. And because of, like, you know, the magnetic shifts of poles every once in a while.
I mean, Pangea also existed at the same time.
I guess our audience is a bunch of flat earthers.
Thank you. There's no autograph. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I can hear you very well, Alice.
To inform you, Noah, about the Dragon's Triangle, the Devil's Sea, also known as the Devil's Triangle, the Dragon's Triangle, the Formosa Triangle, and the Pacific... Oh, we lost Noah.
Oh, no.
And the Pacific Bermuda Triangle is a region of the Pacific south of Tokyo. The Devil's Sea is sometimes considered as a paranormal location, though the veracity of these claims have been questioned. So, but it's on the opposite side of the world as the Bermuda Triangle.
So are you saying maybe there's a possibility that, like, so it's like almost exactly opposite from where the Bermuda one is.
I believe it is.
Yeah, and if it is, like, what's to say? Because remember, we haven't even we've only like explored like what, maybe 10% of the ocean.
Maybe,
And so what's to say there's not another crystal pyramid on the other side, and it's a polar like energy booster. And like I was saying, my friend said when he first told me about this crystal pyramid that he thought that it could possibly have been before Mars.
Very long. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, before Mars, like, there's rumors, that Mars might have had people and humanity, like us on there, and that these pyramids might be a form of energy to teleport people to and from the planets, and then something catastrophic happened on Mars. Some suggest that because like the way they find some residual energy that shows that like somebody had it was like a nuclear fallout of some sort that's radioactive, and so maybe Mars they destroyed themselves, and what people could fled to our planet, and we are basically ancestors of the Martians, is what my friend was saying.
Maybe, to expand upon that theory, because, I think that some aspects of it might be true. It's and I'm not arguing one way or another, but based off of the general consensus and whatnot, it's more likely that the pyramids and obelisks and all that stuff were some form of energy harnesser that potentially was used to provide the energy to some other device for teleportation. So,
yeah.
I think that your friend is onto something. He just needs a couple more steps. So.
Yeah, well, this is like a conversation we had back in between 2011 and 2014.
I wish I was part of it, dude. That's amazing. But what I was saying earlier, and by the way, Noah, I sent into your DMs a link to this, and I'll reread this for you because you left in the middle of me reading this earlier. The devil, are you there, Noah? Oh yeah, you are. The Devil's Sea, also known as the Devil's Triangle, the Dragon's Triangle, the Formosa Triangle, and the Pacific Bermuda Triangle, is a region of the Pacific south of Tokyo. The Devil's Sea is sometimes considered as a paranormal location, though the veracity of these claims has been questioned. And it's I believe it's directly on the polar opposite of the planet that the Bermuda Triangle is at. So, because I know that because, I've looked into things involving the Bermuda Triangle, not super deep and everything, pun intended. But, if those were linked due to paranormal things, well, now that they found this crystal pyramid at the bottom of the Bermuda, as I was saying, a few minutes ago, if anybody's so willing to do an expedition in the Dragon's Triangle, if they find another crystal pyramid down there, then that's really going to raise some big eyebrows because, holy crap.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That's why I'm wondering if maybe there's one.
Hey, but does it always have to be a triangle, or does it have to?
Well, we just gave it a triangle because it's between three islands. The Bermuda Triangle is between Bermuda, Bahama, and all of Minimama. So.
Oh, what place might have something like that is one of the places in the Mediterranean Sea, or right where the Africa touches Asia.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that too.
Oh, okay. Didn't know
that. Making multiple pyramids in the ocean floor everywhere.
Yeah. But anyway, let's see here. Some more ufology. You have, dude. Let's talk about this mothership thing.
Yeah, well, I wanted to, you were talking about this the other day with me, and I was like, this would be a great thing if we had Noah in.
Yeah.
So Noah, what do you know about this mothership?
Yeah, Noah, what do you know?
Little to nothing. I don't think anyone knows anything about it.
Well,
there's.
I can try to summarize it up if you want.
That was the perfect timing for the laugh track.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
On it. I'm going to be mute for a minute because I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to clean the bathroom after I go to the bathroom. But you can talk about it, I'll listen.
Alright,
Nobody believes
that's
you.
a little concerning that you have to clean the bathroom after you use it every time. Would you not know how to aim at the toilet?
It's not that. It's just, I just have to do it because it's once every day. They want me to get in the habit of cleaning and being clean, so I'm cleaning the bathroom.
I'm making a joke, Noah.
I know you are, but I'm just saying anyway.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am
I?
Anyway, I'm going to read this article here. There is a possibility that extraterrestrial motherships and smaller probes may be visiting planets in our solar system, the head of the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Research Office noted in a report draft shared Tuesday.
Definitely an invasion or something, or maybe they're just searching for life, I don't know.
Quote, an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth, an operational construct not too dissimilar from NASA missions, end quote. Sean Kirkpatrick, director of the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, wrote in a research report co-authored by Abraham Leob, chairman of Harvard University's Astronomy Department. Kirkpatrick, who was appointed as a director of the AARO when it was founded in July of 2022, previously served as the chief scientist at the Defense Intelligence Agency's Missile and Space Intelligence Center. The AARO was established to investigate unidentified objects of interest around military installations, according to a Pentagon press release. This is just talking about their previous. We remember the Oumuamua. Remember that long, thin, mysterious object that came into our solar system from interstellar space, and then
started up as it was coming in,
and it went around the sun, and then it shot back out, almost intentionally, using the sun as a gravitational slingshot. So
I'm getting really Independence Day vibes from this whole story, though. In the story, like aliens landing over the White House and blowing it up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibes I'm getting here.
So it says here, it's just, it's not really telling us much. It's just telling us a bunch of credentials and some things in the past. So, but I've heard various things from other sources. So to summarize it up, essentially, to put it in a nutshell for the viewers, and I'm going to add this link into the underbar of the description as well. But essentially, they believe that there is an alien mothership somewhere in our solar system. And Noah, you were talking to me about some other sources, was a week or so ago, about people saying that we're going to get invaded sometime later in March, this month, or maybe in April, right?
If you scroll down in the channel, you'll see it. Just down there. It's about being invaded in May, I think.
Right here. I have it right here.
Aliens said they would start infiltrating us in March.
It says time traveler story that you're talking about.
I saw another one about May, the month of May. I have to find it again.
Well, March, April, May. So,
then
I have to find it because it seems interesting.
Well, then remember, there's that one guy who was in Spain who said he was in the year 2027. There was no one around.
Yeah, that was spooky.
Isn't that one of our first, discussions about this?
Yeah, that was back in 2020. He was going around not just in neighborhoods, but he went into busy areas, where you'd think there'd be people. He walked into a hospital, a police station. He got in a police car. That was weird. My jury's still out on that one. I don't really know.
I don't know about that one either.
But let me read this one here. It says, from the Jerusalem Post, aliens will take over all governments in May of 2023, according to a TikTok time traveler.
This is interesting because the Jerusalem Post commented back at the end of 2019. They someone wrote an article. I think it's maybe the same author. I don't know, but they said that the Galactic Federation exists and humanity is not ready. Remember?
Well, of
that
course
was
we're not
the same
ready.
paper, the same exact paper.
Well, it says here, a TikTok star and self-proclaimed time traveler has made a bold prediction about the future. Aliens are coming, and they will take over all the world's governments on May 11th, 2023. So,
Well, that didn't happen. Today's the 12th.
The supposed time traveler in question, Ari Yormi, who claims to hail from the year 2174, has gained a following over 1.2 million people on TikTok.
So I looked up his channel on TikTok. I found it, and I went to one of his videos, and he said that's one of the predictions he was making on one of his videos. But there also talks about month of May, something would happen. We would get invaded in May.
Yeah, it says here, among the claims in one such video made on January 21st is that an alien race known as the Noziks will begin infiltrating all of Earth's governments sometime in 2023. Wow, that was weird. A date that was earlier specified in a January 18th video as being May 11th. This will be followed by the discovery of the Ceron Croin, the world's largest creature 4 times larger than the blue whale, something that contradicts an earlier video where he claims the world's largest animal will be found on November 6, 2023, and will be just 3 times the size of a blue whale. as well as another video claiming it will be discovered in the Bermuda Triangle in 2022. So already I'm having really questionable, thoughts about this guy. A massive 9.9 earthquake known as the Big One sinking California into the Pacific Ocean, specified in an earlier video to take place on January 2nd, 2024. About damn time. And the sun emitting a strange energy glow that makes all plants grow 3 or 4 times larger. Okay, that's weird. And humans landing on Mars, constructing a city to live there in 2025. That is the most feasible, accurate prediction I can think of out of all of them. This first one, he contradicted himself. This first one, he contradicted himself 3 times already. So I don't think this guy is credible at all. So.
Well, it's just an interesting talking show point then.
It is. I'm not saying it's not, but like.
It's a little fishy.
Plus, if I was a time traveler, the last thing I would use is TikTok, because that is so everything's heavily moderated, but that is
that's just like what they say. No one's gonna believe it, so you can post it anyway. Honestly, anyway. But
well, yeah, post it on Twitter or something, like
It's like one of those TikTok scams to get a lot of people to follow you. Move them over to your YouTube and make money from the advertisements.
I don't do TikTok.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok either. So.
Well, neither do I. I haven't.
On YouTube, and every once in a while, some of them are TikTok, but I mean.
The only TikTok I know is from Keisha.
Oh wow.
I would have TikTok downloaded on my phone for a reason. So.
But anyway, yeah, I think that just about covers all the ufology stuff, unless you guys have anything else to say.
No, but I do want to get into the topic of
yeah,
transportation, aerial, and ground.
Well, before we do into that, Alice, how was your past week? Anything or not your past couple of weeks? Since last time we did the peanut. Anything interesting happened? With you? Anything you find interesting? Oh yeah, well we're definitely going to get into a lot of that stuff right now. So.
Well, it's just been kind of been a hamburglar kind of couple weeks. Sorry. Oh shit! I think I hit my.
The hamburglar? I haven't heard that in years.
Well. Fucking clueless, fucking.
But yeah, no, Alice, you wanted to talk about we've spoken about the derailments. There's of course the one in East Palestine that everybody knows about. There's one that happened out in somewhere in Florida. There's another one that happened out in Tucson, Arizona. I have some family out there actually. And then let me look this up real quick.
And there's the West Virginia one that just the train fell into. I think it's called the New River.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. This happened on February 20th. An Ohio metal factory explosion left at least 14 people injured in Ohio, 70 miles from East Palestine. So.
Yeah, there's been some weird stuff going on lately.
Yeah, because we have all of these train derailments, which there was another derailment recently. Right? You're telling me about that.
West Virginia. It fell into the New River. If you want to look it up, just look up the New River in West Virginia. That should the train actually itself fell into the river from a rock slide, supposedly.
I see.
Oh yeah. I think I saw that on a mountainside somewhere. A mountain went down, and some cars landed in the ravine or whatever, or the hill on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, it says here, train derailment in West Virginia on Wednesday resulted in an unknown amount of diesel fuel and oil being released into a portion.
Was that the one in Ohio?
It's another one in Ohio.
Oh,
no,
it's West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yo, Noah, listen to what I'm saying. A train derailment in West Virginia on Wednesday resulted in an unknown amount of diesel fuel and oil being released into a portion of one of the North America's oldest rivers that's also part of the National Park Service. CSX, a freight train supplier, said the train derailed in sandstone after it struck a rock slide. So there was a rock slide. It didn't land on the train, but it was there beforehand, and it ran into it and then derailed.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's either,
obviously intentional. Somebody did that.
Or something. Some kind of government psyop.
Yeah, no, obviously somebody caused a rock slide with the intentions of derailing this train.
with an explosion or something. Yeah.
Well, don't even need an
Possibly.
explosion.
We
You know,
don't
if you have
know
a
yet.
stick, you know, you hit a rock hard enough with a stick, you can dislodge it and start a
Cause a
cascade.
mudslide, yeah.
On a slide. I saw a video of this. I think I don't know if it was the same one, but I saw a video of this somewhere. This isn't the one in Ohio. Like I heard there was a huge train derailment in Ohio, though.
Yeah, that happened like 3 weeks ago. Out in East Palestine,
Over a month
Ohio.
ago.
Um,
That was a month ago.
yeah, no, Noah. There's been more than that. As I said, there's a train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. There's another train derailment in Tucson, Arizona. There's a third train derailment. There's a third train. Yes, there's a third train derailment in Florida, and there was a fourth or fifth one, you know, as well. And then now there's this one, and as well as that that metal factory exploding 70 miles away from East Palestine in Ohio as well.
Don't forget. Remember, there was almost a two-plane air collision in the air with two planes.
Oh yes, you're talking about that.
I don't. My boss was telling me about it, but I didn't look up the article.
All I'm thinking of is
I heard about it, but I don't know where it happened.
Is there a federation, or is the Federation invading, or what's going on with that?
Well, as far as like the whole ufology thing, if you know, if we're gonna get back into that, like, you know, that Federation talk has been going on for a long time, and like,
I know.
Like here's the bass backwards of everything, you know, like now government's saying it is aliens and everybody's not believing it, like no matter what, like, which, you know, I fully support, you know, never believing the government, but like, you know, when they're saying the same thing that you believe, it's like, okay, what's true and what's fiction? Like everything is so confusing anymore these days. But no, like, you know, that Federation, to answer your question, Noah, like, I don't know what to think anymore. Like, I think it is true, but I don't think that our government is actually talking about that Federation. I think they're lying through their teeth, as they always do.
They always do.
But yeah, and the audience thinks the same way. So, but Alice, let's get back to this plane crash you're talking about. You know where it was?
Yeah, I don't know where it was. I was talking to my boss yesterday at work, and I was telling her about the train derailment out in West Virginia, and she told me about that. And so I don't know where exactly it happened, but maybe I can see if I can find it. Let me just look it up here.
Did you say it was during an air show or something?
No, not an air show. It looks like a commercial airline.
Okay.
Hey, can I come back in a bit? I gotta do the rest of the bathroom.
Hamburger.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I'm trying to. I don't have a lot of search credentials here, Miss Alice, but I'm trying to find it under the news category on Google. Almost plane crash recent, or did it crash, or what?
No, they didn't crash or anything. It was just like a near miss.
Okay, well,
Something
I can't
like
find
that.
anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure entirely exactly. Hey, there's a Carrera in here.
There is a Carrera. The guy who did the music that we hear in the background right now.
Oh, I can't hear the music in the background.
Well,
It's probably 'cause of my phone.
Well, no. Like, the people in the show actually won't be able to hear it, but in the actual video, you will be able to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
don't yet know how to. I'm pretty sure that there's a way for like me to share my entire desktop audio with you, but I don't know how to do it yet. So.
Like, I don't know if it was commercial, but maybe it might have been like, you know, like two Cessna planes that like almost collided in the air. I don't know.
Well.
I don't know what to do with your milkshake.
Well.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Alice, I don't know how you could be more vague if you tried with this, honestly.
I don't know. Well, this is just something my boss told me about, and so like I don't know for sure, but she was mentioning it to me, and that's why I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
But I also did say like I haven't like read any articles or anything like that, so about it, and I haven't actually really looked to see.
Are we live?
Yeah.
We are live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're live. Mm-hmm. It's the Kicking the Peanut show, buddy.
Yep.
So, Carrera, how's your week been?
Today is the day 10 years when I found my mom.
My mom's special guy friend just passed away last night. He's been a good family friend of ours for
man.
like 15 years or so. He's a really good guy. But yeah, my condolences, bud.
No, my condolences because
And my mom was heartbroken. I started crying because she was crying. And just like he was a good friend. Like he was a great family friend of ours. But it happens and stuff. But
Yep.
we
It's
were
life.
earlier to get off the morning stuff here.
Yeah.
Things. Like I really am sorry. We'll talk about this after the show. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were talking earlier about some UFO stuff. And now we're talking about all these train derailments and some crazy air traffic control anomalies that are going on.
Yeah,
And all sorts of stuff.
they actually announced that the mothership is flying around in her solar system.
Yeah, see,
we
we were
covered
just
that.
talking about that. But
Yeah,
like no one didn't know too much about it, remember?
Yeah, like I'm. Let me go back up to the ufology paranormal show. Yeah, we had this up earlier.
Talk about that
Pentagon
more. I'm
UFO
fine with
chief says alien mothership is in our solar system. It is possible. Which like we were talking about earlier. Not to like reiterate things that we already covered, but just for careers information and knowledge right now, that this sounds like Operation Blue Beam. Blue Beam or Blue Book.
Blue Book.
Blue Book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Blue Beam is the Antichrist thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about that. Blue Book is the one I was thinking of, which is a government orchestrated false flag attack for an entire nation or potentially the entire world, since all of these governments and such work together to make the public at large believe that we are under an alien invasion in order to enable martial law and completely lock us in our buildings like they did in China during the COVID pandemic. So.
Well, also like think about this, Sander. Do you remember when President Reagan mentioned something like this? Imagine how everyone would put aside their differences if a force from outside of our power of our world came in.
Hamburger.
It'd be a it'd be a prerequisite to like what the one world government where we all unite to fight this alien invasion. And I think Ronald Reagan mentioned it in one of his speeches, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Carrera looks like he's trying to say something.
Yeah, sorry, Carrera.
No, it's cool. The one thing that we're looking for is drones. And apparently this mothership has been sending out like drones to watch us.
Yeah, right here it says here an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. So,
yeah.
Isn't that like that meme was it the Babylon Bee did where like the Chinese balloon is actually a alien drone? You remember
that could be true. It literally could be false. I mean, what do we know? I'm gonna still say it's China, because the funniest thing is I watched like one of those YouTube shorts, like basically TikTok, and I think it was Stanhope that did the Doug Stanhope, comedian.
Oh, okay. I like you were just cut out for a second. I couldn't hear who you said the name was, so.
But he made mention of the fact that, like, are the Chinese spying on us? You're goddamn right they are.
They don't need a balloon to do it. They have satellites.
Hamburger.
Yeah. What? Hold on. Grandmom's here. Everyone say hi, Grandmom.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandmom. Hello, Grandma.
Yes. Yes.
Well, if it's all right, I'd like to spend the next 10 some odd minutes talking about a couple things I found.
Yeah, let's do that. So what have you found, my friend?
Yes.
So, I found here from Noah, actually no, before that, from
That's
you,
a laugh.
as soon as the audience stops laughing. Let's see here.
Oh, damn. I see
There we
the
go.
headline.
Yeah, this is, no, you posted this, Alice. In a breakthrough,
Yeah.
actually no, not this one, this one,
No, I
yeah.
posted something else. Yeah.
Deadly venomous spiders found in bags of grocery store grapes, so watch out.
Yeah.
Let's see. A shopper discovered one of the most dangerous spiders in the world when she opened a pack of red seedless grapes from her local grocery store. This is the second time in 5 days that a redback spider was reported in a product from the Australian supermarket chain Woolworths. Quote, as I went to wash a handful for my 1-year-old daughter after having munched on them the day before, I found a cobweb and a live spider, end quote. Wow, so she was eating grapes out of a container containing a spider. Like, she could have gotten bit, she could have consumed the spider, like... Maybe there was another one in there. That's horrifying, you know?
Yeah, the redback spider. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
My stepbrother lives out in Australia, and he's told me all sorts of stories about the spiders out there. So, and I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah, Australia is where you go when you want nature to just kill you. Like.
Yep. If you want nature to destroy you, move to Australia.
Yeah. But we have another one here. This is from Noah. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. The IRS wants you to disclose in your tax forms whether or not you've done illegal activities and if you have any stolen material. They want you to narc on yourself. Illegal activities. Income from illegal activities such as money from dealing illegal drugs must be included in your income on Schedule 1, Form 1040, Line 8Z, or on Schedule C, Form 1040, if from your self-employment activity. Stolen property. If you steal property, you must report it as fair market value in your income in the year you steal it unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. What? Like, First off, okay, if they know that you're not disclosing it, then they know you're committing a crime. They should be coming after you, number one. Number two, you know, anybody with two brain cells to rub together would realize if you omit it and they don't come after you, they don't know. Then there's no way that they know that you're omitting it. Like, this is ridiculous.
And number 4...
Oh, God.
I don't give a fuck about the IRS when they have MRAPs and what do they get? 1 billion rounds of bullets?
Yeah, that's right. And thankfully it was repealed.
87,000.
But they were gonna get 87,000 new agents. Remember that?
Just ascending to hilarious and cosmic.
Oh shit, Snacks. Guess who's pure?
Oh boy.
Pure.
I am now hilarious.
Wow. So.
Alice.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Sober up.
It's not me, that's my boyfriend.
Well, anyway, but we have another news here. In a breakthrough experiment, fusion gave off more energy than it used.
Oh my God.
Did you hear what I said?
I miss it because I keep hearing the sounds of an ape like magnetic. Can Gypsy?
In a breakthrough experiment, fusion gave off more energy than it used.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you know what that means?
So it's cheaper.
Yeah, no, that means unlimited free energy. If we can produce more energy than we use, then that's
that's basically what I was saying. It's gonna be cheaper. That'd be cheaper.
Oh my God! When Carrera was in the hallway with his lights on his headphones, it looked like he was an alien coming in to invade.
I don't have him on camera, so. Oh God, I can hear him.
And I saw him walk into the hallway, and the rest of him faded into darkness, but the lights were still there. And then he turned around, he started coming back. It looked like a UFO coming through.
I'm gonna invade.
But anyway, it says here, scientists have finally managed to bottle the sun. Nuclear fusion powers stars, including our sun, to do it. Lightweight atoms fuse together to form heavier elements. They release energy in the process. To make them fuse, high temperatures and pressures must squeeze atoms together. Intense gravity does much of the work inside the stars, but fusion is very difficult to achieve on Earth. Until now, fusing atoms in the lab has always eaten up more energy than it gave off. A new test finally ignited a nuclear fusion reaction that unleashed more energy than it took in. This raises hopes that someday the reaction that powers the sun could also cleanly power activities here on Earth. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So that is really cool. Free energy.
Dude, and energy should be free, especially if it comes from the sun. It's renewable. Like, I don't know why we have to spend so much money for like all the stuff to make solar. My boyfriend's popping up and down on the bed right now.
Well, no, the fusion is not coming from the sun, Alice. We're conducting the fusion here on Earth.
But
it was talking about the fusion process and what it does, for interstellar objects like stars. But no, we finally, achieved the ability to produce more energy than it takes to create the fusion. So
imagine like when solar flares happen. It knocks out our satellites, but we get like a ridiculous amount of energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's basically harnessing the power of the sun, but within our own grasp in a way. No, it's okay. But anyways, what's the other articles? Aside from that, did you have any other ones that people have posted for?
I do have one more from Nurgle. Remember Bangarang?
Yeah, I remember Bangarang.
He posted this in the general chat a couple days ago, actually, and apparently it's been around for a while, but it says here, turning grape into meat.
What?
Turning grapes into meat. And I'm not going to play this whole video here, but I do have this in the underbar of the description for people to view it, and I will play this. I'll show this to us after we're done with the video to get full explanation. But essentially what they do is they take a grape and they dissolve it in they dissolve the grape DNA or something in some kind of acid, and it leaves the actual structure of the body itself, but like all the meat inside, like the DNA is essentially turned into stem cells or something, I guess, and it's a complicated process. But then they go in there and they introduce like meat DNA, and then the area inside the grape that used to be the grape turns into meat. So on a molecular level, they're altering the DNA of vegetables and turning it into meat. That is mind blowing.
What?
Yeah.
Why mess with the natural order?
Because we can. That's the actual absolute answer. Because we can.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm a neo-Amish. We gotta, as it was said in, Jurassic Park, the famous words, you scientists were so preoccupied with I just got really loud for a second there.
Yeah,
they got so preoccupied with if they can do it, they didn't think whether or not they should. Essentially, it was what the line went.
Well, yeah, you're
great actor, and he did a very spectacular. Yes.
Yeah.
The original Jurassic Park, and yes, he literally enunciated it perfectly.
Yeah. You should read the book, dude. You'd be really even more so blown away and be like, "This movie's crap."
I actually
Michael Crichton
read the book.
Michael Crichton's a great author. Actually, if you really want to read a good book, I was mentioning this earlier in the Today in History show. State of Fear from Michael Crichton. It's a very good book that I recommend to read.
That book translated into the movie Sum of Fears.
What?
Oh, the sum of all fears?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. State of Fear is nothing to do with that. The Sum of All Fears is a whole different book, and I don't even believe it was written. It wasn't written by Michael Crichton either. I think it's Tom Clancy,
Hamburger.
or no, whoever does yeah, it's Tom Clancy. I think it does.
Oh, the Jack story.
Jack Ryan.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
Tom Clancy,
sorry,
not Michael
sorry
Crichton.
for the misinformation.
No, it's all right. We're only human, We're not perfect. We can't retain every information. That's why we have the internet.
Thank God we have internet. That
Before the internet, we had libraries, and now everybody's becoming illiterate. So,
hey,
State of Fear
does
is
anyone remember reading?
yeah, I do. I actually read a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, he was just doing it live on TV.
I don't think I'm on TV yet, but
Well, you know what I mean.
Well,
Live
yeah,
on YouTube.
that's about everything I want to bring to the table before, getting into something entirely new and, going over time. So unless there's anything else, anybody has anything, to add, it's been a good show.
No. Yeah, it's been a very good show.
I would like to add something.
Mm-hmm.
Xander is a great man. He has a lot to share with the people that he knows, and I would really enjoy if you guys subscribe and pay attention, because this world might go to
The shit.
failure,
Yeah.
Go
and
kaput.
yeah, for sure. And just like and subscribe, because Xander is a good man. He's trying to do his best to teach you and keep you informed.
Thank you, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, Xander is the bee's knees, man.
Do bees even have knees?
They have joints.
I know that the Death Hornets remember your face,
Well, those
and
are hornets. Hornets are evil.
they will come to kill you.
Yeah. Hornets and wasps, man, like that's they have no reason to be on this earth other than just to screw you. So like,
Wow. Look at timing for the last one.
yeah. Dude, which makes me could you so many people want to live in the world of Pokemon. Do you really do you want to live in a world where Beedrill exists? Are you out of your fucking mind? So anyway, Alice, you want to close us out?
I have something to say.
Oh, yes.
If we're going to talk about praising one another here, I would like to say I appreciate you too, Xander. I mean, for you helping me with this Kicking the Peanut show. Like, it's fun to do, talking about whatever floats your boat and being open and honest, and
Hell yeah.
so I appreciate the time that we do for the Sundays, even though we haven't done it for the last couple of weeks. I'm fine with that, because sometimes we gotta focus on ourselves and just relax and center ourselves and ground ourselves. And one of the cool things is that I believe that you help ground me in a way where I'm a little more assertive with certain things than I was before. And so I have to attribute that to you for kind of being like, not everyone's a nice person. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Actually, I just imagine, that song, Firework, do you ever feel like a plastic bag flowing through the wind? And I'm just imagining you, Alice, being the plastic bag, and I'm just jumping underneath. Get down here, goddammit! Stop floating around, you freaking bag!
Are you trying to say I'm the floating bag in American Beauty, but in something completely different?
Oh my God!
No, I was talking about Katy Perry's Firework.
Oh well, I don't like that song, and I don't like her. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta look at it in retrospect.
I'm just a wrecking ball.
Lady Gaga, all of them are aspiring Illuminati type shit.
Well, before we start going down that rabbit hole, let's close this out here, Miss Alice.
Yeah, yes. We can actually discuss something like that, Carrera, on our next show, actually, if you're interested to join us for next Sunday for kicking the peanut, we could possibly discuss that. The
Yeah.
whole like we could go into the whole like Bohemian Grove stuff and everything.
Oh yes.
I'm definitely down with that because
Yeah, that'll be next Sunday then. It'll be 4 p.m. Central Time for you, 5 p.m. Eastern, and I'm not mathing right now for Xander's Coast.
Oh, 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Pacific, 3
Pacific?
p.m. Mountain.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Pacific.
Pacific.
I am specifically Pacific.
Yes, you very much are. You're so special.
Hey,
Well, anyways.
we love all of you, and Xander and Alice here has the info if you want it, and I'm sure that Xander's gonna put links to things that we talk about.
Yep, the
Oh, yeah.
underbar of the
Yeah,
description
yeah.
is just chock full of links right now. We have
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 collected links, 9 maybe, I don't know. So
Yeah. Also, like, if anybody who does watch us, like, if you find something interesting that you would like us to talk about in the future, please put it in the comment section, and we'll get in touch with you, and we'll be sure to like these out. So, like, even if like, let's say like someone wants to talk about paranormal stuff, like
Yeah.
ghost stories, or if there's a ghost story someone wants to share, we'd be more than happy to accommodate that and share it.
all right, let's
I
cut
would love
this
to do
show.
something like
We
that.
might not be
But
able
anyway.
to post this now on BitChute if we keep going. So
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for coming to the Kick and the Peanut. We will see you another day, at another time,
Yep.
in another place, in another mindset. Till then, be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs.
I'm A.O. Xander.
I am
I'm
Xander,
Ferrer.
Yep. All right.
and you are you, as Xander would say.
Yep.
And just make sure you look both ways when you're crossing an intersection, right? Doodles.